Welcome to the Under the Hat podcast,
the show where we talk about everything and anything that is top of mind in education.
The goal is to provide meaningful conversations to what is currently happening in our classrooms.
Stories, pains,
moments of success.
We want to hear it all.
Friends, it's March and it's about to get mad up in here. We are super excited. We have March Madness. Sophie, this is so fun.
This is fun and this is a lot and I'm super excited. You guys are in for a treat. We have some amazing people here ready to show you off their favorite EduProtocol, and we also even have, let's see if it works,
John Carippo. Is
Maybe.
he there?
No,
he's there, but not his voice.
But not his
voice.
So
but he's here. He's here.
Has entered the chat. He's here. We will get that situated and he will start adding some commentary as well. Kim, since we can't hear you, would you like to say anything about EduProtocols before we get started?
You mean I get to speak for John? This has been a dream come true. Welcome everybody to EduProtocols. We are going to put the throwdown on some of the best teaching practices you've ever had working for you in your classrooms. And I know there will be one winner declared in the end, but seriously, if you're using EduProtocols, you will be a winner in your classroom.
I like that. Yes.
Yeah. Just little housekeeping thing. So we are doing a live vote as people that are watching. But it's done in a Google form. There's the link there. It's a tiny URL. We'll leave the vote open actually through the weekend. So we'll close it Sunday evening-ish. And so we will kind of announce who is advancing in the bracket. So anyone that advances past round one today, we'll see all those amazing individuals. Not that we're all amazing, but we'll see those individuals into next week for the remaining rounds.
Alrighty, so first up we have Annotate Intel and Map Intel, two that I'm super excited to hear about and learn about because I didn't research them because they weren't mine. And those people are Drew and Justin. Fantastic. I'm going to go behind the scenes and allow these gentlemen to see each other while they are presenting their little show off.
Yeah.
What's up, Skeeler?
What's up? How's it going? I hope you're ready to lose that belt.
Oh, bro. The people's champ cannot lose.
Okay. We'll see. Ring the bell, Steve. Ring the bell.
Okay, hold on. When do I start?
All right. So you all got 2 minutes, right? Sophie?
Ready, set, go.
Okay, so we're doing Annotate and Tell. So if you've ever had kids annotating things, you go up to them and ask them, hey, why are you annotating this? And they go, huh? This is what we're doing for you. So here we got that they're going to annotate the text first. Here I got an example text for you. Annotate the text first. They're going to highlight what you asked them. Then what they're going to do is they're going to tell about the question that you asked them. It could be anything. And I'm going to tell you how this is the people's protocol because it's for everyone. Map and Tell, it's got a couple things here and there. You can do with social studies, but here we got, it's for every single subject. So they're going to highlight, annotate, answer the question of the tell portion, and then I hit them with the battleship. So here you see we got a battleship grid. We have the coordinates, and they got to ask their partner, hey, what's your coordinate? They say B7, you hit me, you hit my battleship. And then the partner has to explain to them why they highlighted that portion. So we got interactive, we got gamified, we got it all here. So here's an example. So we got our author's claim. Wild animals should not be pets. And we're going to highlight the words with strong emotions. How do these words support the author's claim? I highlighted a distressing world of exotic pets because the word distressing makes the reader feel uneasy. And then they're going to go around and ask their partners, hey, C3, you got a hit. They say the word tragic creates an emotional reaction, making the reader feel sympathy for the animals and reinforcing the idea that exotic pet ownership leads to disaster. And here you see, guys, that we've got multiple explanations going on. They're talking to each other. They're interacting with each other. It's the EduProtocol's way. And now we're going to see how this is the people's protocol. It's for ELA. Here we got supporting details, talk with the partner, battleship at the end. We've got social studies, and we've got primary documents. We've got, this is the fear of the Red Scare. We've got pictures for trench warfare. The kids are picking out pictures that show that trench war, the conditions of trench.
And that's all you got.
Thank you so much, Justin, for your 2 minutes of time.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate you. The wonderful presentation that you did on Annotate and Tell. Justin, you're muted now. So next up is Drew with Map and Tell on this amazing face-off that we have going on here. Drew, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, fantastic. Ready, set, go.
All right. So while Justin was arguing that this is his protocol is the people's protocol, I would argue that actually my protocol is the people's protocol due to the diversity of it. Okay. So Annotate and Tell, you're kind of stuck doing one thing, reading and annotating. With Map and Tell, this gives you a lot more diversity when it comes to things like not just analyzing maps, but labeling maps. And there's different other protocols that this actually smashes well with, which I think kind of goes to the diversity of it, right? So as you can see here, this first slide is basically the base kind of version, right? And so I like to do this. Sorry about that. I like to use this whenever I am just having the kids kind of analyze map data. Okay, this is comparing the Ottoman Empire to the pre-World War I to the fall of the Ottoman Empire after World War I. So you can see here the kids would analyze these two maps together and then use that analyzation and answer these various DOK2, DOK3 level questions, right? Which is also another benefit, right? Annotate and Tell, you're kind of stuck annotating and using just kind of basic annotation methods, in my opinion. With the Map and Tell, you can scale that DOK level 1 through 4, which gives you a lot more variety. Some other examples of this. This is actually not going to be from me. This is an eighth grade version here. They like to use the Map and Tell as an exit ticket. Oh, there it is right there. So they like to use these as exit tickets, right? So you can see here, they just drag and drop it and have this one kind of question here at the end. So even if you're kind of new to EduProtocols, you're trying to like dip your toe into the EduProtocol world, this is a great low lift, easy version to do that with. And you can also smash this well, Iron Chef style. You have the Map and Chef here where the kids can label and then fill out an annotated map to summarize their learning.
Oh, got it close. So good.
Yeah, I had the timer going.
Fantastic. That's a great strategy to have your own timer. Fantastic. All right. Thank you so much, Drew and Justin, for coming on the show and presenting your EduProtocols. Any last words? 10 seconds. Justin, go first. Ready? And
Yeah, man. So you know what? You keep on saying that you can't use a whole lot. You can use it for everything. You saw it. You got pictures. I have words. It's everything. All right.
thank you so much. Drew, 10 seconds. Last words.
I think my presentation and the protocol speaks for itself, the diversity of it. And I'm actually going to post the link, the slides in the chat for you.
Fantastic. Thank you, gentlemen, so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. And we will be announcing the winners Sunday evening, right, Steve?
Yep, that's right.
So be sure that you vote, vote, vote. Next up is me and Michelle Manning. I took Steve off instead of Drew. My bad. It's me and Michelle Manning. So I'm going to be representing Cyber Sandwich, and Michelle Manning is going to be representing 8 parts. Steve, you are going to be able to mute me. So it should be.
Yep.
Itty bitty. Okay, so go ahead, and I need to share my screen.
You're brave going up against me, Sophie, because
I
Manning
know,
does
I'm
not
terrified.
lose.
I'm terrified. Terrified. Present, share screen. Cyber Sandwich. All right, Steve. Tell me when, Bo.
Cool. Ready, set, go.
With Cyber Sandwich, your students will meet their learning goals. Darn it. Ugh. Hungry for a techie learning treat? Bite into the Cyber Sandwich. It's collaboration, communication, and comprehension all wrapped up. First, read, independent reading, and annotation, where the students take their own notes. Then the filling, collaborative Venn diagrams, common spreads, and contrasting pickles make it a delight. Each student crafts their own sandwich garnish, a summary. Then they wrap up by presenting a well-rounded learning meal. Why is it great? Versatility. 2 or 3 students, any subject, any info, any media. The Swiss Army knife of learning. A no-brainer. Check out the PB&J for a K2 version. With Cyber Sandwich, your students will meet their learning goals. Let us know what you think. Feeling wonderfully inspired? Vote for Cyber Sandwich. If I win, I'll explain how you can use this with math word problems next week.
Yay! And yeah, with well timed, by the way.
Whoop, whoop, I practiced.
Michelle, you are next.
Okay. I'm right. I don't have the puns, but I've got the content, so I'm confident. I've got this. Okay, give me my countdown. Am I ready to start?
Ready, set, go.
Okay, in the 8 parts EduProtocol, you could bring your students' writing completely transform no matter what the subject is. So this is what the graphic organizer looks like. Start with a photo. This is the before paragraph, very basic. It's completely lacking any adjectives, adverbs, interjections. It's not a great paragraph. Using the 8 parts, it will transform this to this beautiful paragraph. You see the adverbs, adjectives, such a better, meatier paragraph. So how this works is, whoops, I went one screen too far. I opened it in Kami, and what I did was I added some information in case the students didn't know what the parts of speech were. So I gave them some hints on how to get them started. We brainstormed this list together based on this picture. So together we came up with nouns, prepositions, conjunctions, and so on. And then the students were out to write their own paragraphs. We pushed the edits out in Kami, and they wrote these beautiful paragraphs. And if you vote me through next week, I will show you how this could also be used in math with word problems, social studies, science, the whole 9 yards. So 8 parts is a slam dunk.
Dang.
Fantastic.
Manning,
That was
no for
wonderful.
football, but this Manning's got ed tech.
Fantastic. I agree with John. Fantastic graphics. This is wonderful. Alrighty. Thank you so much for coming. Do you want to say any last words?
Nope, I got this. It's been fun going against you, Sophie.
Love you, girl. Well, the best lady will win.
And
see you
in the
later.
comments, I'm Eli, not Peyton. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Oh.
Just saying, Eli has more rings than Peyton.
The shade.
Alrighty. Thanks so much for coming, Michelle. I will see you later. Alrighty. Next up is Lisa, Mo, and Aaron. Where are we? Aaron? Whoop. Aaron, you're presenting thick slides.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Awesome.
And Lisa, Mo, your mic is muted, but you are going to do random emoji, and you are up first, doll.
All right, can you hear me? You're good?
I can.
Awesome. All right. Let me present my screen here.
After Lisa and Aaron, we're going to have another Lisa and Tisha. So if you two don't mind going ahead and prepping your screens to share, and everyone that has already presented can stop presenting the StreamYard. Thank you guys so much. Random emoji. I do enjoy this one a lot. I saw Josie present on it on TikTok, and I was like, sweet, that is so awesome.
All right.
Alrighty. So, are you ready, Lisa?
I am so ready. I am ready for this.
Alrighty.
All right. So as you just said, like, you love this one. Who doesn't? This is like the classroom supremacy of classroom engagement. If you want a protocol that works for all learners, any grade, any subject, and you want a protocol that removes writer's block, builds confidence, and makes learning fun, then my friends, it's the random emoji. So what do you need to do? Pick 1 to 5 random emojis, quickly compose a story, a sentence based on that emoji, give immediate feedback, and then that goes right into the Nacho paragraph. Because why? Random emoji can be smashed with any of the EduProtocols. It is so much fun. It is engaging. You want to map and tell it. You want to sketch and tell it. You want to mold and tell it. You want to 8 parts it. It's for everybody. So one of my favorite apps to use with it is Socrative. So you could do a short answer, get that immediate feedback from every one of your students. If you need them to just work on one sentence, why provide them something from, like, I don't know, a worksheet that's teacher pay teachers or something like that? Nothing against that. But however, let's get creative. Let's get innovative. I have 31 students. I'm getting 31 different stories. Check this out. Who doesn't love random emojis? Look at all the stories that could be written right there, right there. I mean, come on. So you could do this for any subject: ELA, math, science, history. It's a flex. It flexes harder than the rock on cheat day, people. This is a good app for everybody to use, a good EduProtocol. Check that out. Allow students 1 to 2 minutes to form their first sentence. Boom, connect it to your next sentence. You could get them writing a paragraph in less than, I don't know, 5 minutes. Next thing you know, my students were writing full 5-paragraph essays in less than 20 minutes. Why? Because we're unlocking innovation and creativity. This is the people's emoji, or EduProtocol, I should say. When we say the people, it's the supremacy. This is the king. So honestly, people, what?
Thank you so much for presenting. It was a fantastic presentation. I love having you on here, Lisa Mo. You're a wonderful person, and you did a wonderful job, especially bringing in the rock. I appreciate that so much. Now we're gonna do Aaron's thick slides.
All right. So once I start talking, you're gonna start the timer. Right?
We're gonna find your. Do you have a presentation to show?
Oh
or
yeah,
are you
let
just
me
talking?
share screen real quick. You guys see that?
Yup.
Yep.
All right, and ready? Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, and go.
All right. So instead of writing, having students or kids write a boring essay, or a classic boring essay, what you can have them do is what we call a thick slide. So a thick slide is just a combination of things. There's different components to it. So what I had kids do for my health class, what I had them do is I built in time where they read different health biographies, and either way, regardless if they finish their book or not, instead of having them write a classic essay or a book report, I had them do thick slides. So we spent a week analyzing their books. I broke the book. I told them that we'll break their books down into 3 to 4 different days. There was a day that we did another EduProtocol, but 3 of the days we did variations of different thick slides. So day 1, we just basically identify key background information and about the subject and the biography. And then we just made predictions about their book. So if you notice that they wrote facts, they made predictions about their character's health journey. They found 2 images to visually represent their book, and then captions, and then they found a quote to support their facts. They did this individually, and then I had them do where they shared with in small groups, and then as a whole class, we shared out loud. But you can imagine, because I haven't read any of these books, but it was just awesome to see how engaged they were. At some point throughout the week, everybody shared, and then no grading, of course. But then on the last day, I just had them turn something in. But this is just where we kind of look at their book from a broader impact, from a broader scale, and then we just kind of.
Thank you so much, Aaron, for presenting thick slides. And I love that you mentioned that they presented them live and they were really engaged with their peer presentations. That is something that, as a math teacher, I didn't do enough of when I was still teaching. So I love that that is something that's built in to the thick slides. Do you guys have any last words?
Should I go? All right.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. This is mean and not from my heart, but thick slides, more like thick size. No, I'm just kidding. No, no. Do you know what goes really good with thick slides? Random emoji. Just saying. Just saying.
Well, you know what? You did a nice job, but I think thick slides has a lot more creativity and a lot more versatility. So just vote thick slides.
I love it. You guys were wonderful to have on the show. Thank you so much for participating, and we'll see how the votes lay out. Thank you, guys.
So good.
All
All right.
Go, Steve.
Bring in the next crew.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Right.
So excited to be here.
We are
We're
excited
for
to
you guys
have you.
here.
Yeah.
All right. So we have in this one Nacho Problem, which I'm super excited to learn about. Nacho Problem, as a math teacher, yes, I really do. And Sketch and Tell, which I also really love. So I'm so excited to hear what you guys have to say and how you're going to present these two amazing protocols. And it's on the list. It says it's Lisa first. So we will go ahead and share Lisa's video. Sorry, Steve. And
That's unfortunate looking, but here we are.
do you want to test your sound before we? Well, your video is obviously shorter than 2 minutes, but do you want to test your sound?
It is because I talked too much, so I made sure that I made a video that was less than 2 minutes. So let's go ahead and see if it works. Hopefully it does. But what's the problem that's not yours? Nacho Problem. Are we good? Could we hear it?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right. That's right. Error analysis just got a little bit crunchier. So instead of groaning over errors, your students are going to dig in, find those flaws, and serve up spicy solutions. Nacho Problem, a spicy take on error analysis. How many times have you heard someone say that they don't like math? Well, I'm here to tell you, they just haven't tried it with extra cheese. Nacho Problem is an EduProtocol that gets students thinking critically, analyzing errors, and talking math without all the boring lectures. So here's how it works. Instead of just solving problems and listening to the teacher talk, students really dig in to those wrong answers. They figure out what went wrong and explain how to fix those errors. It's like breaking apart a messy nacho pile to find that perfect chip. They work together, talk it out, and realize mistakes aren't failures. They're learning opportunities. I know, we've heard that before. And let's be real, who doesn't love a little crunch in their learning? So if you're ready to take a bite out of boring math, let's add a little bit of spice to student thinking with Nacho Problem. It's crunchy, it's cheesy, and it's the secret ingredient to deep. Want to dip into Nacho Problem? Grab those templates right down here. And don't forget to vote because Nacho Problem is about to slam this March Madness.
Bravo!
Thank you.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
You got some competition there.
I do.
I know, and she's like the queen of Canva. I was like, oh no.
Your Nacho Problem is speaking to my culinary heart. So nicely done. I love it. All right. Am I on?
Yeah.
You are on.
All right.
All right. Hold on. Let me get my ready and go.
All right, Sketch and Tell is an EduProtocol for all learners across all grade levels, all subject areas. It's amazing because it enhances comprehension and retention. It supports all of our learners, especially our neurodivergent and our ELL learners. It encourages creativity and critical thinking. It builds communication and collaboration skills, increases engagement and joy in learning, which is my favorite, and provides immediate formative assessment for teachers. So let's share how this works. So you are going to share a prompt. You can put it up on your screen. It could be a vocab word. It could be a passage or article. It could be a link to a video. So you could start out with a low cognitive load, like what do you love most about spring? And then what students are going to do is in about 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, you can choose the time. Students are going to create a sketch depicting that main idea or concept. I love to use the draw tool in Canva to be able to do that. I also have students just fold the paper in half and draw on that. You can use all sorts of tools. After students have done that, they are going to share their sketch with a partner, given maybe 1 or 2 minutes per partner to share. And then they are going to write an explanatory sentence or paragraph. And so now they've been able to visualize and conceptualize their learning. They've been able to collaborate and share about it. And now they're going to be able to critically think and be able to put that in written form. You could also bring a frayer into that explanatory part as well, which is amazing. I've even had my culinary students write the visual steps to a recipe in the first part, share, and then go ahead and write out the steps or the method on the right-hand side. So when we think about our elective teachers, really, again, any grade level, any subject area, our students are really going to be able to take their learning to the next level with Sketch and Tell. It's amazing. So vote Sketch and Tell.
Yay! Love it, love it, love it. For one, Nacho problem just warms my heart because it's all math and lovely and wonderful. And the video was amazing, and I love nachos in general. And Tish, Sketch and Tell really is something that can go in any subject level, and with any concept that you're going to be talking about or teaching with your students. And I love that so much. That was amazing. You two did absolutely fabulous. Any last words?
It's really hard to say, but I had a really good time, and Tisha is great. Like, we can take both the Sketch and Tell and we can marry it with a Nacho problem, and it can be a whole new EduProtocol. So I'm not about bashing anybody. I'm about uplifting everybody else. There's too much bashing in this world. Okay.
That's hard to beat, Lisa. Again, you know, nachos and culinary go hand in hand. So bravo, and may the best EduProtocols win today.
Right back at you. This was great. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for participating, and I hope that we see more of you guys later. All right, next is Josie and Steve. So Steve, where's Josie? Josie and Steve. So Josie is going to go first with, is it 3x genre or 3 times genre? That's my first question. How do you actually say it?
Oh, sorry. Hi. It's the 3 times genre challenge, but if you take out the genre, it can be a 3 times challenge of many kinds. It's so versatile.
Thank you. Steve, you're not first.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Do I need to be
fixing it? There we go.
He's fixing it. I need to stop clicking buttons. All right. It's wonderful. Josie, I'm super excited to meet you and to see what you have to present here with your EduProtocol, the 3 times genre challenge. Are you ready?
I am ready. This is the best one. Are you going to tell me to go?
Ready, set, go.
Okay, so the 3 times challenge EduProtocol doesn't help your students just like get it. It helps them own it. Okay. It is one of the most versatile EduProtocols I think there is, because you can do so many things with it and there are so many variations. So here are some of the variations: 3 times genre, 3 times point of view, 3 times literary elements, 3 times devices. It is very versatile. You can use it in any subject: English, history, science. So students basically write about something 3 different ways. about one thing. So in this case, it's a picture. So they wrote a narrative, an informational text, and a persuasive. It keeps them moving fluently between different types of writing. You could replace that with 3 different kinds of poems if you wanted to. Here's an example of teaching students how to write with 3 different tones based on that picture. This is the 3 times point of view challenge. It's a history example where students had to write in the point of view of a Confucianist, a Taoist, a legalist. It's so versatile. This is a literature example where students are writing from the perspective of 3 different characters. You can practice specific skills like different kinds of hooks. So students would write 3 hooks for that picture. This is state test prep. So you could work on, a lot of times in state tests, you have to read something and then write just the introduction. Well, you can write 3 different introductions with 3 different hooks. This is another one where you're writing in another history example, writing in the point of view of an Athenian and a Spartan, and writing about their own life, which means they're connecting it to themselves. This is one of the only ones you can embed in other platforms. This is the 3 times genre in Edpuzzle. This is the 3 times genre in We Will Write. And wait, there's more. We have the 5 times challenge, which has them writing in different.
Thank you so much, Josie, for your presentation. It was absolutely amazing. I am super excited to learn about the 3 times genre. I think I have seen some of your activities that you've done with your students on TikTok. Just while Steve is getting ready here, after Steve goes, we're gonna have Melissa with Math Reps and Christy with Fast and Curious. So if Christy, if you don't mind prepping your screen in the background, that would be great. Steve, bring up your slide, please, because it's gonna be you.
Will.
I'm so excited for this presentation.
Or nervous.
All right, are you ready, Steve?
Yep.
Then go.
Thin slide. So this is 1 word, 1 picture in 3 minutes. And I'm doing my thin slide on my best friend, Sophie. So the 1 word, and I'll explain in a bit. Let me go ahead and get the right color here. Here we go. Onion. Onion. I'll explain why. Now, in terms of drawing, sometimes I love thin slide for like, get the thoughts on the page, the 1 word, right? Kiddos need that sometimes, right? So I also have an auto draw up here. And so I'm also going to come over here. I have the AI kind of helping me out. So I'm going to do a little, y'all can see what that is. Now, what it's doing, it's taking my terribleness and generating options up here. Shout out to Justin for showing this to me back during Fall Q. What's the best one? Let's just do this one. Boom! It fixes it for me. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go ahead and download this. I'm going to bring it back over here to my thin slide. I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop that here, do the resize. And now I get to create a quick comment explaining my thin slide. Very quick. Here we go. All right, my friend Sophie, she's the onion. There are layers, folks, to an onion. There are many layers to Sophie, but I can't be cooking in the kitchen without an onion to bring out all those flavors. The more you learn Sophie, the more flavors you get in your life. And lastly, she is the queen of this pod, of this show. Without Sophie, we would not have the sparkle that it has. Love you, Soph. And I'm done.
Yay! You know what else has layers, Steve? Cake.
Yeah, but onion is more shade out of the gate.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Not everybody loves Sophie. I love you, Steve. All right. Any last words, Josie and Steve, on your protocols?
I don't know. I love the thin slide, but I gotta say, mine is way more versatile. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. But the thin slide is magic. It is magic. I agree.
Well, the thin slide, it'll slide on through because of its thinness into the next round.
But it's thin, so it's, weak.
You get blown away in the wind. Alrighty, so next is up. Thank you so much for joining, Josie.
That was
I
fun.
appreciate. I'm excited that you're here on the podcast, and I hope that we will meet in person eventually and one day in this world.
Yeah, that would be great.
So thanks for coming, and have a wonderful weekend. We will announce winners based on the voting tomorrow evening. Next up is Melissa Kincaid and Christy Cloud. Melissa is not actually with us present today, but we are all about accommodating everybody today. So Steve has her video, right, Steve?
Oh, no. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Okay, so Christy's going to go first while Steve gets things ready.
Oh, I thought I was about to get an automatic win out of this. Oh, okay.
No, we're all about accommodating. Alrighty, so what we are going to miss out on with this is the heckling that I'm sure Melissa would provide, but I'm sure it'll be on any of the socials. So Christy, you are up first. I appreciate that you have your own timer. That's nice.
I'm prepared. Yeah, keep that in mind during voting, friends.
Alrighty, girl, go for it.
All right. What if I told you that you could boost student learning, their engagement, and confidence all in under 10 minutes? So I am about to introduce you to Fast and Curious and make you a classroom superhero. So what is this all about? The process is 4 easy steps. You start with a pre-quiz, you review, you talk about those questions that they struggled with, then you re-quiz, and you repeat 3 to 4 days. You're going to see 85 to 90% mastery. So this, I know, standardized testing is a bad word that we don't like to talk about, but it's real, it's here. And this protocol is absolutely amazing for it. I saw significant results with my students from the year that I did not use it to the year that I introduced it. And it has been incredible ever since then. So why does it work? It's all about science, guys. So with brain science, you get retrieval practice. So it gives you stronger memory. Spaced repetition gives you long-term memory. So they remember it for those standardized tests. And the immediate feedback offers you the superhero power of fixing immediately the mistakes that they have made. So why it's the best. If you see this down here, it's all about the green, friends. This is when they started at the beginning of the week. This is where they ended. So you immediately can adjust your instruction so that by the end of the week, it's all that green. It's very fast-paced and based on gamification, which makes it fun for your students. And it works everywhere. Any grade level, any subject area, it is the bomb. So now that you've got all of that, you are ready to go be a learning coach and superhero. And this is your new learning superpower. Better results, less time. And I even have a cool little one page for you if you can do more.
Yes.
Yay! I was totally talking to you guys, but I muted myself. I love that you have a takeaway for them to have. You are bringing it, girl.
And speaking of, there's said takeaway.
Whoa! I love it. Okay. Steve, do you have Melissa's video?
I think so. And I think I uploaded it straight to the StreamYard. So
fancy.
I think we're good. I'm fast on my feet. I don't know. Hopefully this works though. I'm not going to say anything until it works. Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready for Melissa's.
Hello, darlings. It's Melissa, and I'm so excited to be part of the EduProtocol's showdown. I have 2 minutes to show you the game-changing EduProtocol math reps. So let's get started. First, what is math reps? Math reps is a structured framework designed to build conceptual understanding through repetition. And it is my absolute fave because it builds mathematical flexibility, builds confidence, and is adaptable to any grade level. Let me show you some examples. So here's an example that I used for place value. As you can see, there's a number that I give students for the day, and then they deconstruct the different things they know about that number. And then the next day I would give them a different number, and then they would do the same deconstruction of that number. So it helps them to get to that true conceptual understanding of how these numbers are constructed and what they mean, because they keep concentrating on the same mathematical ideas and properties. Here's another example where I give the students a context and an operation, and then they have to create a word problem. So again, the next day I would give them a different concept and a different set of numbers, but they're constantly looking at what does addition mean? What does multiplication mean in order to write those word problems? So they're really thinking deeply, even though the actual framework that I'm giving them is repetitive. Why would you choose to vote for Math Reps? Hey, that's up to you. All of the EduProtocols are game changers in your classroom. However, if I was to say why Math Reps, it would be this website right here. Math Reps has its own website, and you have tons and tons and tons of free templates from primary all the way up through high school. So those give you a really good start that you can still tweak and make them your own in your classroom. So thank you so much for taking a moment to allow me to geek out about Math Reps. Enjoy the rest of the showdown, and don't forget to vote for Math Reps.
Was that Fresh Prince at the end?
That was. Yeah, that was for sure, for sure. Alrighty. Christy, do you have any last words?
I mean, like, Melissa's fantastic, but guys, Fast and Furious speaks for itself. Real results, data proven. I mean, you can't go wrong with it.
The data prove it. That does speak to a lot of hearts and minds there. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for joining, Christy, and to see two EduGuardians go at it in this event makes my heart happy. Alrighty, thank you guys. Thank you so much, Christy. I'll see you later.
Bye. Thanks.
Alrighty, the next up is Kat with Iron Chef and Allison with Rack and Stack. Ooh, Allison. Again, we are all about accommodating. Allison, you're muted. And we have Kat that also sent in her video. So Allison is going to go first and present Rack and Stack. And then we will show Kat's Iron Chef video.
Okay.
Are you ready, Allison?
I had this. Yes, I had this ready to go. Let's see. Can you see the slides?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. Well, okay. Welcome to my EduProtocol. It is the best protocol because it's a bunch of the protocols put together. You can use this for any unit introduction. To start, what you need is just a unit of study. You can have an essential question, a topic of study, a unit focus in any of the different areas that you teach. This year, I've done it with the Outsiders, Blood on the River, and some Common Lit 360 units. First thing I do every time I start a unit is the Wicked Hydra. It's the attention grabber. How do I get the kids interested in what I'm doing? I show them pictures, quotes, all the different things they walk around and ask questions and get their mind rolling. Once I've done that, I drop into the Fast and Curious. I use whichever program suits me for the moment. They like to mix it up. Bookit, Gimkit, Quizzes is great. It's one of my favorites. I include the essential vocab, the content vocab, the words that they're going to need to be successful. And that's their first rep and their baseline. They do it individually. After that, we do a quick thin slide. I typically use Padlet in this situation because it's where they're making their personal connection. You can see kids thinking about things that they watch or read that have suspense. We are comparing poets and rappers that we already know. And then the last one was looking at what belonging means to them. After we zip around and share those out, we dig a little bit deeper here and do a cyber sandwich or a thick slide. I mix it up. This is where they're learning their background information. The first example, they were going to read a story that took place during the Harlem Renaissance, but that's not something they knew anything about. So we worked through it there, sometimes a cyber sandwich, and then we wrap it up with a team challenge, Fast and Curious. I get all this done, 50 minutes, 4 protocols. equipped to excel.
Ah, perfect timing. Didn't have
What a
to
pro.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Hell, the most for the money, says John. Awesome. Awesome slide planning. Yes. Fantastic. That one is going to be hard to beat because you are doing multiple EduProtocols within the one. It's rack and stack. So if you guys think that that one is the best, after you see Iron Chef, though, Kat's pretty show-stopping herself. So we'll see how that goes. Steve, do you have that ready to go?
Yep, it's good.
Oh, perfect. Thank you for being the tech guy behind the scenes with literally everything.
No problem. All right, here we go.
Howdy, Kat Crawford here. Lucky number 13. Step aside, T Swift. It's also my birthday. Okay, so let's dive into Iron Chef lessons with EduProtocols. You're looking at the template that comes from their website, which you can download for free. And students are going to have 10 minutes to build a single slide around topic, content, understanding, maybe something exciting that you're learning. They're going to include some facts. They're going to include an image, maybe a quote or some citation from text. But the best part is there's also a secret ingredient. So every time you run this, it's going to look different in the classroom because you're going to change up that secret ingredient. And the secret ingredient is like the special sauce to this amazing activity. Really, though, gamify it, set that timer, and after 10 minutes, all hands are up, just like the Food Network show. And then students will have 1 minute to each present their slides and really stick to that timing because we just don't have enough time, right? So this is a great thing to do with students to get them really excited, maybe introducing a new topic or reaffirming something that you're about to assess. Let's dive into those secret ingredients because that's really where it all lives. Okay, number 1 is the mind meld ingredient. This could be having students bring in another interdisciplinary lens to their slide and understanding where those other content areas fit into what they're learning. Maybe opposite day, where students could be bringing in an opposite perspective, or maybe the opposite of their persuasive slide. The world traveler, bringing in context from different countries or cultures to bring a global perspective. The Shark Tank ingredient, really sell it. Make them pitch it. And lastly, the alien encounter. This one could be incredible, having students describe it as if they were an alien seeing it and experiencing it for the first time. Out of this world.
Boom. That's 2.
That was
2 minutes.
Alrighty, so Iron Chef and Rack and Stack, which you could probably do the Iron Chef inside the Rack and Stack as well. John says maybe a fade. Expander. Yes. I appreciate the secret ingredient in the Iron Chef because that's like something else that's going to go like down a rabbit hole for a student to get them like curious and interested. So I like that a lot. And Rack and Stack has a lot of flexibility with the things that are in there. Allison, any last words?
I love a good Iron Chef. That's typically the next thing I would do with our first article or story. But with my Rack and Stack, I think it sets up a great introduction. It's good for diverse learners, and it's full of UDL.
Speak to my heart. You do.
Love it.
Alrighty. Thank you so much, Allison. It was wonderful meeting you. And I will see you on Facebook.
Yay.
The last pair up for today, ladies and gentlemen, is Stephanie and Kim with Number Mania and Superlatives. Woo woo! I think we might have saved the best for last. I'm super excited. These two have been going at it on socials, yes, and I'm super excited about it. I know that it's in like Stephanie's blood, and especially after last year's March Madness that she did, I'm looking forward to see what she has to provide here with us with Number Mania and Superlatives. So Stephanie is up first with Number
Saving
Mania.
the best for last.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so. They definitely saved the worst for last.
Oh,
Okay, girl, I'm ready. I was born ready, Kim.
All right.
All right.
I will see you in Palm Springs in a week. Just remember that.
Just a reminder.
Okay, ready, set, go.
All right, so with Number Mania, this is a great way to get your students to research. I don't know about you, but in my classroom, I had so many students when I said the word, we're going to be writing a research paper, disengaged. They were so unexcited about the project, the activity that we were going to do, but it was a main standard that I had to teach to help students understand different concepts. Then maybe a friend that's I'm battling against maybe introduced me to some EduProtocols. And so with that, Number Mania became a huge win in my own classroom. And what Number Mania is it's one fact, one number on a form. Students no longer have to research all of the facts. They work together collaboratively to gather the facts for their infographic. So step number one is I create a form and I share this form with my students. They come in, they enter their one number and their description. What is it about that number that sticks out to them? They then submit the form. Once they submit that form, then we have one shared spreadsheet. And on this shared spreadsheet, everybody's answers are coming in from my Google form. So my students have all of the answers coming in together. This is shared so they can view the forms. I also like to sometimes hide the classes. I'll filter different tabs at the bottom. Sometimes I'll let them pick from other classes if you are a junior high or high school teacher. Students come in, they choose their numbers, and they have one slide each. So they need about 5 to 6 different numbers from the collaborative spreadsheet. Once they do that, they begin to design. And I love this template right here because there's already infographics or images off to the side where they can grab, drag, add some text, look at that spreadsheet to grab their data. It's a visual. They're no longer writing a 5-page essay that they were.
Thank you so much, Stephanie, for your time today. Appreciate your.
I am not done. I am not done.
No, girl. They cut your mic off. No. It doesn't work that way. Sorry.
Oh, my phone. My timer just keeps going
Take
off.
her
All
screen
right.
down. Take her screen down.
I love it. Not her. Put her back up.
Yeah, I want to see my rival, my Edu sister. Okay. Yes, I do have the sun coming in right now. So I do have this nice glowing halo here. So, all right. Is it my turn?
It is.
Yes.
Okay.
Where's your screen?
I mean, I think your time already started. Can I just take your...
No, that is not how it works, sister. That is not how it works. Okay. Goodness
All right,
sakes.
ready?
Okay.
Set, go.
All right. So this may be an EduProtocol you haven't heard much about because it's not in any book yet. And it is called Superlatives, and it is superior to Number Mania for many reasons. And I'm going to go pull out my little Gen X here. The S is for super and the U is for unique. The P is for perfection and the E is for EduProtocols and the R is for reps. So if you don't know supersonic, please look it up. I am not a singer, so I won't give you any more of it. But we've got EduProtocols and reps. No, it's not from Fresh Prince, John Carippo. The greatest thing about Superlatives, which makes it superior to Number Mania, is Stephanie's Number Mania is just having kids find information. There's finding facts, DOK 1 and 2. And they're citing the source, but off to the side on the spreadsheet. On Superlatives, they're citing the source right on the page because they have to justify their answer. If with a superlative, you have one central topic or theme, they pick 4 superlatives and they find evidence and reasons. So this is a follow-up to Number Mania. So it can make Number Mania better because Number Mania cannot stand on its own. Kids are going to be making a claim and supporting it with evidence, which we know, especially right now, we got to go find the facts for and base these claims. We generated a whole list of places that you can use this in and outside of the classroom. It can be at the beginning of the year as a get to know you. It can be a field trip reflection. It can follow up, again, that Number Mania that is not quite finishing the job. And here's an example. boom, this is Revolutionary War. We've got references cited right on the page. We've got a sample just
Thank you so much, Kim, for coming on the show to present on Superlatives. It is a fantastic, I love having you and Stephanie. You guys have been a really fun pair to match, and I hate that you both had so much to share and only one of you are going to get to continue on.
I mean, you know what? They're going to bring me back next week to continue the conversation. And Kim, I just want to ask you a question about slide number 6. Did you create that list or did AI create that list for you?
It was crowdsourced in a training live while I introduced Superlatives at the last EduProtocols Academy.
Oh, the Academy. Oh,
yes.
Okay. Okay.
So it was not AI generated, sister. Don't even try that with me.
And so what if it was? My script was AI generated.
Also,
but it wasn't.
Votes because I feel like Kim already put in like 10 different voting forms. So you might want to delete anyone that's already voted.
Whoa, sister, I did not do that. I have other things to do with my time than go vote for myself. I don't need that.
That reminds me of the time last year in March when everyone thought Stephanie was voting for herself the whole time.
I was voting for Classy, I'm not going to lie. I was.
You all crushed it today. Nicely done. Thank you guys so much for participating and hanging out with us. John, do you have audio?
No, he does not.
Darn it.
But we feel his energy through the
And his
screen,
presence.
though.
I was really hoping that he was going to help us wrap up this show. For those of us that are still hanging out here and didn't have better things to do today, thank you guys so much for coming on the show and for participating. I had so much fun with all of you today, and I appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much for having us and featuring EduProtocols, bringing it into the community. I've been posting everybody's session as they spoke on a comment thread, so hopefully we can get some people watching the recording and go vote, not just for my superlatives, but for any of them.
My session.
For any of them. Yes. Well, yeah. So the form, like I mentioned before, the form will be live throughout the weekend. We will do a big announce tomorrow night, and we'll see who advances to next weekend, next Saturday. It'll be the same time, folks. So even if you don't advance, or for people watching, listening, you'll be able to catch it next weekend. Appreciate all of you. Awesome. Keep your hats on, folks. But before we cut out though, Sophie, like just you and I here.
Yeah.
This was so good.
This was good.
It was good,
This was
and it
really
was a lot of fun. Yeah, and a whole lot of learning. So just we'll see how it goes. I am tracking the form right now, but I'm not going to spoil anything until tomorrow night. But
Anyone really close? Any pair that's like really close, neck and neck?
So one that is fairly close would be the third face-off between random emoji and thick slide. That I will say that's a close one. Oh, even closer, Iron Chef and Rack and Stack. That is neck and neck right now. And in this, no surprise, but the last one, Number Mania and Superlatives, that is also another close one. So yeah. So good.
Legit Iron Chef and Rack and Stack. I'm looking at them now. 50 for 50-50. All right, y'all. We got to get more votes in there so we can break these ties. Appreciate you all. For everyone who participated today, I love you, each and every single one of you. And only half of you are going to get the opportunity to come and join us next week for the final 3 rounds. Steve, any last words?
No, just enjoy your Saturdays. Really appreciate all of you. And until next time, keep your hats on, but your minds open. Y'all have a good day.